Hey everybody, Shawn Hilton here at Comics Cubed in the heart of downtown Kokomo, 121 East Sycamore. We're open from 11 to 6, and we've got brand new comics on Wednesday, which is today, because today is New Comic Day! New Comic Day. And we got a few picks for you. This is the first time we're going to do this. This little bust out from our awesome GeekStorm stuff, which you haven't checked it out. Check out GeekStorm. But right now, it's all about comics. So, this week, I've just got a few books that I've already read. A little sneak preview yesterday. I'm going to tell you about them. First up, we have Winter Soldier, The Bitter Storm, #1. This is Cold War era style Marvel Comics. You're getting a little bit of the original Nick Fury, eye patch, Steranko inspired, spy stuff going on. Two agents have come up with the alchemical formula that's going to help take over the world, and Hydra's trying to get their hands on them. Nick Fury and a fairly new character, at least one I am not that familiar with, team up, they go in, and they have to rescue these guys. Now, these guys that they are rescuing, well, they're Nazis. So it's you've got this little gray area of the good guys, but if this gets out in the world, this alchemical formula, it's going to screw everything up. Great art, action-packed story, very old school kind of a feel. Not a huge Rick Remender fan. I know a lot of people out there are. I've seen him be very, in my opinion, roller coaster. There's some great ups, but there are some thrilling downs as it just seems to wash out and go nowhere on a few of the books. Sorry, Rick Remender fans or Mr. Remender. No personal stuff there. Just not my cup of tea. But this particular issue did a lot for me. This is a great little story, well put together art, and an interesting character. So we know a little bit about Nick Fury, but this new character I think you're going to enjoy. You should check it out. Last week from Dark Horse Comics, Bad Blood, #2 of 5. It's a limited series based around a young man who's been stricken with cancer. He's beat it a few times. He's like on his second or third time around with the disease. And by fluke, he's attacked by a vampire. Now, this vampire decides he looks like he's going to be an easy meal, tries to take him out. And when he bites him, the medicine, the chemo, the different things, the cocktails that they've been putting in to help him fight his particular form of cancer, has an interaction with the vampire, which messes this vampire up something fierce. So now this vampire has got a mat on for this kid and is going around trying to kill his friends and family. The kid has decided that if he's going to go out from cancer or from this bite or from whatever else, he's going to take this vampire with him. So it comes down to he's looking for different people to help him learn about vampire culture and how to destroy them. And I personally am all for destroying vampires. So a good little read from Dark Horse. The goth scene might really dig this. People who've got a chance to check out vampire stuff in the real world scene will probably get a kick out of this particular book. I enjoyed it. Mercenary C #1 from Image Comics. Not necessarily the best book I read this week, but if it hadn't been for the bunker, probably would be the best book I've read this particular week. This is 1938 somewhere in the South Pacific, action adventure. Indiana Jones meets Snake Plissken meets Serenity with a whole crew of different people trying to get jobs, stay out of the war, pirates, submarines, lost cities, different things of that nature going on, a spy. The art in this is just tremendous with a very stylized, almost cel-shaded feel to it. It's a book that I really enjoyed. This is top-notch work, a lot of fun, really well put together, an enjoyable read from beginning to end with enough suspense and action in it to keep things going with a theme that I always really, really love. And a couple of just lines here and there in particular that really got me. I thought the characterization in this came alive really well. Some of it's a little stereotype right now, but it's the first issue and we had to introduce a whole crew of people. So sometimes that is going to happen. You do have a character show up towards the end who kind of breaks down all the characters and gives us a good look of who they really are and how they're working together. So, Mercenary C #1, definitely a top pick this week for action, adventure, Indiana Jones, cheesy 80s films kind of fans. You're going to love it. My book of the week so far. Now, Truthfully, I haven't read everything. I never read everything. But I've read several books this week. And right now, Oni Press has published The Bunker, which, to be fair, was a digital comic and has been put into a hard copy floppy comic. Now, this is the first time, I believe, that's been in hard copy. So this is a chance for a lot of us who prefer our comics in paper and to be held as opposed to a computer screen to check it out. And I got to admit, after looking through this book and knowing that it was based on a digital thing, I don't know if the artist went through and redid his panels. I don't know if he put them together, because it's not in the same format as almost all digital comics that I see. Most digital comics are oblong, are rectangular in some format, not up and down, vertical, whatever, and things of that nature to fit a computer screen. This is very much obviously that format. The art is beautiful, well put together, but the story by Joshua Hale Filokoff, I apologize to Josh if I screwed up his name too horribly, but just a stunning kind of story. Fans of X-Files are going to dig it. There's a mention of the TV series Lost in here. The idea is very simple. A couple of college friends right before they graduate go out into the middle of the woods to bury a time capsule. It's kind of cheesy, and they make fun of it themselves in the book, but they come out and say they want to have their big chill moment based on the movie in 20 or 30 years, and so they'll all come back together and laugh about it, open up this time capsule. As they go to put the shovel into the ground, they hit something of steel, metal, clang. They unbury it a little bit, and it's a bunker. And they get into this bunker, which has all of their names but one member's name on it. So 5 guys or so out in the woods, buddies, I think 2 women, 3 guys, all their names on this bunker. They're like, what the hell? First, of course, everybody thinks it's a big, prank of some sort. They get into this fairly large put together bunker, and there are letters to each of them, supposedly from their future selves. So you have some time travel element. You have these letters telling them some really dark, weird kind of things that are about to happen. And, of course, they have to mention very personal details that only they would possibly know. This is a $3.99 comic, and this bad boy is thick. You are going to get a lot of read out of it. It's by far the best bang for your buck comic that I've read this entire year so far. Now, we're only into February, but right now I'm happily to say that The Bunker is leading my pack for book of the year. It is just, it's interesting. It's challenging in the fact you're trying to figure out maybe what's going on, which of course I'm always trying to figure out what's going on with stuff. But overall, it's really very good. So check out The Bunker #1. Those are some of our picks for this week. My name's Shawn Hilton. You can pick up those at Comics Cubed, located at 121 East Sycamore. Check us out 11 to 6, Tuesday through Saturday. Thanks for being here, and check us out on GeekStorm. Be groovy.